And we say hello. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. Been a little bit, been a minute since we've done a team preview over here, and we want to get it back and going. We're not going by conference like it was last offseason, which I failed. I think I made it through three of the conferences though, and I think we got to the Big 12 and then the season had started. But we're trying to do every Power Five team, if possible, by the season start in late August, early September for college football. And we got one for you today. It's Texas for 2023, the Hook'em Horns. How will Sarkisian do in year three with the Texas Longhorns? I think it's going to be an interesting season. I really do believe that. They got a loaded roster. They bring back Xavier Worthy. They bring back Isaiah Nayer. DeAndre Moore comes in as a freshman from St. John Bosco. Malik Muhammad is a freshman wide receiver. Jonte Cook is a freshman wide receiver. When you look at just their recruiting overall, I think it's I think it's incredible what they're doing. I think what they're doing in the portal as well to bring in A.D. Mitchell, who caught a touchdown against Alabama in the national championship game a couple years ago for Georgia. He transferred over back on January 18th to Texas. They also have brought in safety Jalen Catalone. He transferred back in December. I could go down the list with what they've gained or even lost. They have lost quite a bit of players, guys to Oregon, an interior offensive lineman and junior, and Angulau. They lost Logan Parr, who's an interior lineman, to SMU, but they make up for what they lost in recruiting and in the transfer portal. So basically, here's what I'll say before we get into the schedule, because I don't want to make this video too long on you guys, obviously. I think that Texas has lost some pieces this offseason, but they make up for it via the transfer portal, via recruiting. And there's so much if you're a Texas fan. I'm not here to hype you up. I'm not here to you know, like give you rat poison to put it in Nick Saban's words. I'm not here to do that. But I will say this. I would, if I was a Texas fan, I would be excited, right? Now, don't get off on this train of we're going to the Natty and we're fixing to dominate the SEC. We'll see what happens in the SEC when they get to the SEC. They still got at least one more year of the Big 12. And quite honestly, I think they could go out with a bang. I don't know about Oklahoma. We haven't looked at them yet in Brent Venables in year two. But Texas for sure has a chance at the Big 12 title. And I think could honestly be the preseason favorite. If not them, TCU. We'll see. But you look at what they did last year, and if bringing back Quinn Ewers, let's do this. You bring back Quinn Ewers, you bring back Isaiah Nayer, Xavier Worthy, Jatavion Sanders. You bring back so much. Kelvin Banks on the offensive line, Christian Jones on the offensive line, Anthony Hill is a freshman. He comes in at linebacker. You just bring in so much this year that I think it's going to be one of those years where it's Big 12 title or bust for Texas. I really believe that. I know Texas fans out there, or maybe not Texas fans, but Texas media, the experts out there, they might sit there and they might say, "No, this team should make a New Year's Six bowl. This team should improve, but let me put it to you in this perspective. Here's what they did last year is they went 8-5. A lot of teams would kill to have that. They went um they went 8-4 in the regular season in the first year of the Sarkisian era, or second year, I'm sorry. And they lost the Alamo Bowl to Washington by a touchdown. It was like the last play of the game, something like that. But they beat Kansas. Not that that's anything to brag on, but you beat Baylor. You kept it close with Alabama. You only lost to Alabama by a point. You lost in overtime to Texas Tech. You lost by 7 to Oklahoma State. You lost by 7 to the eventual national runner-up TCU. You lost some close games. Now you got to find a way to win those close games. You'll have a couple on your schedule this year. You got the orange and white game on Saturday, April 15th, 2 p.m. Eastern. Not sure if it's going to be televised. I'm sure you could probably find some highlights on YouTube later on after the game. But I think seeing the spring game, if we can get a chance to look at it, we will. I think that's what we're going to see. I think Texas is a mystery team. Are they going to take a step forward with what they bring in and what they bring back? Or because of coaching, are they going to take a step back? Is the schedule too much? You look at their schedule here, folks. Let's throw it up on the screen real quick. They start with Rice, which, I mean, you'd be a laughingstock if you lost there. At Alabama in Tuscaloosa. That'd be a game to try to go to. Actually, I might look into that. We'll see what we can do. At Alabama, Wyoming, at Baylor, Kansas, Oklahoma in the Red River game. Of course, that's at the Cotton Bowl. Welcome the newcomers in Houston and BYU, Kansas State, at TCU, at Iowa State, Texas Tech, and then if you're lucky enough, which I'm not saying it's going to take luck. I think this team is very much talented, and if they play their cards right, you can get to the Big 12 championship. Probably even win it. I believe in Texas this year. I think they got a lot of talent. I think they got the coaching. I think Sark is, recruiting out of his mind right now. I think he's trying to put Texas back in college football, back on the map. Right? So, okay. I'll go ahead and do this since I accidentally clicked on it. We're going to keep this one up. But yes, I have them 10-2. I think they should be better than every team in the Big 12 next season, depending on what we're looking at in Houston, BYU, Cincinnati. It's going to depend. But, I do think Texas has a chance to be something special and be something great next season in the Big 12. So, that being said, folks, I'm going to make this one quick and short on you. I'm going to say they bring back a lot of talent, and I think they run the table. I think they drop only 2 games, and I think it's going to be to TCU late in the season, and then the trip to Bryant-Denny week 2, I think that's going to be a loss as well. That Alabama game will tell us a lot about Alabama, number one. And it's because they got to figure out a quarterback situation with Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe. It's going to tell us a lot about Texas, too. If they can hang in there like they did last year, this could be a legit team. If not, they're going to struggle. They have a bad day, and maybe they're back to mediocre, like we've been saying. And no offense to, I'm not here to put Texas down. I'm not here to do that whatsoever. I'm not here to throw them under the bus. I'm just here to make predictions, folks. 10-2 is what I see. Alabama and TCU are the losses. I think they win. I just think they're better than the rest of the Big 12. I even think that they'll be better than TCU. I'm just potentially calling an upset somewhere, like a trap game. Some games they could be, that could actually be trap games. What about Houston? What about BYU? What about at Baylor? What's Baylor going to look like? Potential upsets are Alabama, are TCU, which I don't think that's really much of an upset this year. TCU lost the national title game, loses a lot to the draft. They're going to take a step back. We've already looked at them. I really think the only upset you could call an upset is Alabama, but we'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for this preview video. Like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. Again, I got Texas going 10-2. We'll try to get more of these preview videos out this offseason. Try to do every Power 5 team if possible. We'll see how it works out. I love y'all. Jesus loves you. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Roll Tide from an Alabama fan. Y'all be safe. Take care. And we'll see you next time. Love y'all.